we have been watching Bitcoin after it saw a big monthly gain last month, along with other risk assets, right? We saw Bitcoin rise almost 24% in July. That was its biggest monthly rise since October of 2021. A little bit of a pullback today, but still above 23,000.
Michael Saylor is stepping down as CEO of MicroStrategy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. The big news of this month is that Michael Saylor has stepped down from his position of CEO. What am I talking about? Michael Saylor, the biggest Bitcoin bull in history. Yes, Michael Saylor is no longer the CEO of MicroStrategy. Stay tuned to the video and we'll discuss that later in detail. Okay, so Bitcoin in cyberspace is not only a better money, but its money-currency relationship doesn't have any leakage. The pathway there is obviously a bit messy, and we have many developments to see ahead on the way. But can Bitcoin really replace the dollar and be adopted all over the world in every nation? Can this really happen? And if so, what will be the consequences? In today's video, we'll touch on Michael Saylor's thoughts and vision for Bitcoin and its potential to change the world. He understands that Bitcoin is likely going to be the greatest store value available to anyone in the world with an internet connection in the future. So stay tuned to know more details about the future of Bitcoin. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe for more crypto videos like this. Let's dive into the clip to know what Michael Saylor has to say on this matter.
If your goal is to make a lot of progress in the next decade, then the best way to think about that is Bitcoin is 100 times better than gold, which means Bitcoin's going to get 100 times bigger than it is right now. And we should spend our time explaining to people why Bitcoin is better than gold, better than owning an equity index fund, better than owning a second investment property, better than owning a bunch of heavy metals, right? Better than owning farmland. And you could do that and Bitcoin could become a $250 trillion ecosystem without threatening anybody, right? There is no nation of gold. Gold doesn't have a police force, has no army. There's no NSA, CIA protecting gold, right? There's no one that's going to fight and die for gold. There's no president of gold. No one's getting elected to defend gold, right? So if what you want to do is improve the human condition as fast as you can with the least amount of confusion and friction and unintended consequences, then you simply attack the nation of gold and you swap out everyone that wants sound money in the form of gold for Bitcoin. And after you finish that, you swap out $100 trillion of real estate and property investments for Bitcoin. And after that, you swap out, corporate bonds and equity, and you demonetize equity and you demonetize corporate bonds. And by the time you've done that, you probably will have changed the politics in 100 countries, and you'll probably have very favorable politicians, and Bitcoin probably will have built itself into the political apparatus of those countries. And either their currency will become Bitcoin-backed derivative, like they will back their currency to Bitcoin, or they will adopt Bitcoin. And in any event, your currency gets stronger if you do intelligent things, and your currency gets weaker when you do irrational things, right? So if you loved a country, you would want the leadership to do intelligent things. So what's intelligent? Generate a lot of power, like nuclear power that's cheap and easy, good road systems, good technology, efficient language, efficient currency, good legal systems, not too much.
Spend less than you make.
Yeah, all of these rational things, right? Adopt a Bitcoin standard. All of these would be rational things. It would strengthen the currency, and it would lessen the inflation rate of the currency.
It's no secret that our current monetary system is far from perfect. Inflation is a very real problem that affects everyone, and it only seems to be getting worse. I mean, the data these days is not a joke. However, there's a possible solution to this problem, and that could be nothing else but Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a digital currency that is not subject to the same volatility as traditional currencies. Bitcoin-backed derivatives would have a number of benefits. It could help to stabilize the economy, strengthen the currency, and protect against inflation. And Michael Saylor also believes that. According to him, this could happen after either nation's currency becomes Bitcoin-backed derivatives, or they adopt Bitcoin. He strongly believes that Bitcoin can become a $25 trillion ecosystem in the future. Now for that, Michael Saylor has taken a new role, and now he has one singular focus, that is to focus on Bitcoin. I mean, it's a big job and someone has to do it, right? So, news is, Michael Saylor just quit his job for Bitcoin. He's stepping down and transitioning to an executive chairman after the company reports $900 million in crypto losses. This change comes as a surprise to many, as Michael has been instrumental in the growth of MicroStrategy, which has acquired almost 130,000 Bitcoin over the last 2 years. But for now, he will be focusing only on one thing, and that is on Bitcoin. How can they acquire more Bitcoin? How can they push Bitcoin forward? He's excited to help grow the ecosystem. If you're also excited to know more about what the future of Bitcoin holds, let's jump into the next clip. But before that, be sure to give a big thumbs up to this video.
It seems reasonable that as Bitcoin grows and it gets better understood, rational nations will embrace Bitcoin holders and Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin companies. And as they embrace them, the politics will become more favorably disposed to Bitcoin. And as that happens, their companies will start to hold Bitcoin, and their families, and then eventually their institutions, and then their agencies, right? And as that happens, their currency becomes a Bitcoin derivative. Do you know how like a stock is a derivative? Like MicroStrategy is a Bitcoin derivative. Mm-hmm. So is GBTC. So is BITO, right? So is a Bitcoin miner. They're all securities, but they're derivatives of Bitcoin. Are they better than Bitcoin? Well, not over the long run. Over the long run, Bitcoin is the best thing. Are they different? Yes. But are they better as Bitcoin derivatives than if they were gold derivatives? See, if MicroStrategy bought 500 million in gold instead of 500 million in Bitcoin, we'd be a gold derivative. And gold has been flat to down in the past 2 years. So you see, if a nation adopts the gold standard, its currency becomes a gold derivative. If it adopts a Bitcoin, it becomes a Bitcoin derivative. The more Bitcoin technology and Bitcoin asset value in the citizens and the corporations domiciled in the nation state, the stronger the nation is, the more rational it gets, the stronger its currency gets.
After getting adopted by nations, it would just be a matter of time for Bitcoin to gain worldwide adoption in every sector. And if that happens, their currency will surely become Bitcoin derivative. One thing is certain, if Bitcoin were to become a mainstream currency, it would have a major impact on the global economy. In the words of Michael Saylor, the more rational the nations get on Bitcoin, the stronger their currency will get. If you're looking to invest in something that will appreciate in value, Bitcoin is the way to go. Do you think the same? What are your thoughts on the future of Bitcoin? Can Bitcoin replace the dollar and become the mainstream currency of the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you guys in my next video, so don't forget to hit that bell icon to never miss any video. Adios.